already know. I already know.
Yeah. I'm spitting the truth. When I'm in the booth, I take you to school. Yeah. This ain't a lesson. I put on this armor like it was my weapon. I'm stepping, the ops can leave. My props are these utilities he put inside of my belt. Feeling me, it's just the face I can tell. But really the king is the one you can smell. This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose. And he can prove I took his burden and yo, it's like moose when I hit the moves. Yeah. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I told you I already know. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I already know. Already know.
Mid-Ohio Softball Classic Day 2. Yes, we are playing. Despite a little bit of rain, we are underway for the Red Bracket Championship between the Hillsdale Falcons and not the Ashland Arrows, but the Mohawk Lady Warriors, as we are underway here from Marshall Park. Just got underway, had some internet issues, so we had to get that straightened out before we could get on, but two quick outs for Macy Major from the Falcons in the top of the first, and a single and a walk, as we're now into our fifth batter for Mohawk, and that's Blake Miller, the sophomore infielder. Hello, everybody. Travis Berardi here, alongside my cameraman Brandon Powell, as we look to get our final two games of our coverage in today. Hillsdale Mohawk both 2-0 in the Mid-Ohio. And we'll talk more about that in between innings in our pregame. The pitch from Major misses for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So after two quick outs, the Lady Warriors with a chance to break through early on. Elin Hetzel, another sophomore, ready to go. First pitch, high for ball 1. .65 degrees, as you can hear, it's windy as this rain's starting to come through. As Major faces a 2-0 count. The 2-0. Inside for ball 3. This wind really causing havoc now in the rain as well. Both teams playing their final game here. Both going 2-0 so far, and that's a ball 4, and that's a 1-0 lead. So after 2 quick outs, a single, 3 walks, and Mohawk on the board first. Bring up Casey Stayer. Major back in the circle, ready to go after a little meeting with her catcher. And that misses for ball 1. That one is in there for a strike and evens the count at 1-1 here. Stayer, the 7th batter this top of the first. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Major with a chance to escape the jam. Her 1-2 pitch. Inside, evens the count at 2-2. Mohawk was a Final Four participant 1 season ago in Division 7. Fell to Monroeville in that state semifinal, but they have a lot back this year. Major ready with the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And they limit the damage, so after 2 quick outs, Mohawk does strike to make it 1-0 as we now get you inside our pregame festivities, brought to you by Truly Inspired Paper Company. Between the bases. We're joined by Kurt Richards here momentarily after we get through our pregame. Between these two 9-1 teams here playing for the Red Bracket Championship, and let's get right into it and talk about the team spotlight. The Mohawk Warriors under Mindy Walton, their 5th appearance here to the Mid-Ohio Classic. Came in 4-8, but they got those 2 wins earlier. Knocked off Strasburg, a power in D7, 10-8. Defeated Ontario yesterday, 9-1. And split with Colonel Crawford with a 6-5 victory on the 14th. They have a .350 team batting average and a .155 team ERA. And I shouldn't say team ERA because they have one pitcher that's done it all. That's Aubrey Gottfried. A .155 ERA, a .109 whip, so about 1 base runner per inning. She has 108 strikeouts, 32 walks, giving up only 42 hits. She'll be facing another team with high aspirations this season, that being the Hillsdale Lady Falcons under her head coach Nicole Smith in her 2nd season at the helm. Their 32nd Mid-Ohio Classic appearance. They were 36-35 coming in, now 38-35. .351 team batting average, a 2.00 team ERA. Knocked off Danville pretty easily earlier on, 11-2. Shut out Matthews in 5 innings, 10-0 yesterday, and knocked off Northwestern in WCAL play back on the 14th. We'll get to our player spotlight. In a second, as we get ready for the first batter. That's Emily Smith. And she takes low for ball 1. It was about 80 degrees earlier, but that cold front's gone through and really chilled things down as that's bounced in there for ball 2. There was some talk from the coaching staffs that maybe wait for the rain to pass, but it's not really falling that hard, so both teams decided they wanted to get going and get playing. One nothing here on the Simonson Construction Services scoreboard. Gottfried ready again with her 2-0. It's fouled off. It's 2-1. So I welcome in Kirk Richards. Mr. Richards, how are you today?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. Good to be with you, Travis.
Yeah. Beautiful weather we had yesterday. 80 degrees and sunny. This pitch is outside. The wind really playing a factor here today. But, yeah, had some great softball yesterday. The weather was fine this afternoon, and one of the few times for this classic, at least, Kirk, that it looks like we're probably going to get all of our games in, which is great for these teams because this is some of the best in Ohio to play. There's a drive to center field, back to the track, off the top of the fence, gone, big fly home run.
Well, that was a heck of a shot, and you definitely have to give her credit, especially able to do that against Gottfried, who's such a talented pitcher. But, hey, when you're able to smack it, that's what happens. Well done.
It's a leadoff bomb. And just like that, we're tied back at 1. Watch it, doink, right off the top of the fence, it looked like, and going over to even that up. And that's something that's going to play a factor here today. We feel the wind. It's kind of blowing in towards us, so she's still got a hold of that and knocked it through to make it 1-0. Or 1-1, I should say. Gottfried. That's a high pop-up. Is it going to stay in play? It does. So Kiki McFadden retired on 1 pitch. And there's 1 down. That'll bring up Jordan Fickus, the slugger for the Falcons. Kirk, welcome back to the baseball and softball reins. It's been a while for you, but
it has, yes, indeed. Wow.
He will be covering softball and baseball the rest of the way. But yeah, welcome back. You know, we've branched out the last couple years to being a full 3-season crew here at the OH Report. Fickus takes that one for a strike.
And fortunately, Travis, right, yeah, a number of these players I've been able to cover in other sports, so it's fun seeing them here out doing their thing at softball. Obviously, yeah, they're good in multiple areas.
And you like that, especially at the small school teams. That's taken low for a ball. It's 2-1. And, you know, we do K-Mac, Danville playing in this one, just falling earlier to Hillsdale in the semifinal. We saw him yesterday walk off, but, you know, you know those names from volleyball and from basketball. Fickus drives this into the right center field gap. It's going to get to the fence. Fickus around first. Jordan into second with the double. And the Lady Falcons picking up where they left off earlier today with the bats. They put up 11 on the Danville Lady Devils, who very good pitching-wise there. And yesterday putting up 10 runs, so this is a team that's lethal as well.
Wow, and I was able to talk to Jordan Fickus during the volleyball season. They did really well. And that enthusiasm, I see it already out here in softball. A nice job right there for Jordan.
That'll bring up Kennedy Fickus. She drives that foul, and this will give us a chance to take a look at her player spotlight. A .556 average, no walks on the season, so she's got a .556 on base. But her slugging, 1,000, because of her 3 home runs. She is an extra base hit machine for these Lady Falcons. She swings through that and is behind 0-2. Hopefully I didn't jinx her there, but yeah, a lot of these players, she had a home run yesterday against Matthews, but a lot of these players have power. And Nicole Smith saying this is one of her strongest teams. I could say in 2 years, but she was an assistant as well. That changeup just above the lettering. It's 1-2.
And you mentioned that slugging percentage, Travis, which is very impressive. And when you see that, you've got to be cautious as a pitcher.
She drives this to left. It's carrying back. It is gone. Big fly. 3-1. I just talked about it. We talked about the slugging. She slugged out to left. Then the Lady Falcons up 3-1 on Mohawk. Here's the replay.
That's exactly why you've got to be cautious. Yeah, Kennedy swings a tremendous bat here, and my word, just with the offense starting to explode, and yeah, we'll see how Mohawk's able to adjust to this, but sometimes great offense just beats great defense there.
A 2-run homer, 2 homers for the Falcons, leading to the 3 runs here early on against Aubrey Gottfried. And you're talking about the importance, leaving the bases loaded, only giving up 1 run in the top of the inning for Major. If that breaks through, then Hillsdale is really chipping away, but instead her offense rewards her for escaping the jam. And a chance to add some more, only 1 out. That's fouled back behind us. It's 1-1. Now, since you have called other sports here and you've called baseball and softball before, what is your favorite sport? What's your favorite season to cover?
Well, baseball is the first sport that I really got into. I love it.
Yeah.
And so I'm really glad to be able to do that. I do admit that basketball is my favorite sport, but and a number of these players we see are also basketball players.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I love baseball. This is awesome to be a part of this.
Well, that's like I played 8 years of baseball. Baseball is my number 1 sport, so that's fouled off as the rain's starting to come down a little bit more here. It's 1-2. But yeah, baseball and softball was my number 1 sport. We did highlights before, but I finally convinced the boss to give us a chance and do some baseball and softball, and it's been great. The 1-2, it's high. We're even at 2 for Julia Morawski, the utility junior, batting in the 5-hole. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Godfrey got her on the riser.
That may get her a little bit back on track here. You never want to get rattled with sometimes that you give a couple up. But, yeah, when you trust your stuff, you get back into command. I expect Aubrey's going to do that.
This will bring up Macy Ritchie, freshman outfielder. 3-1 here in the bottom of the first. Rain's starting to come down a little bit heavier. That pitch outside, 1-0. Hopefully the rain subsides here to where we can stay on track. We'll have, that's on the inside corner, we'll have Loudonville taking on Fairfield Union in the final game of the White Pool round robin. That's on the outside corner, strike 2. The 1-2 popped up, short center field, but tracked down for out number 3. We played 1 here in the Red Pool Championship. Lady Falcons, 2 homers, make it 3-1. Second inning underway here as Katie Schock will lead things off. 3-1. Lady Falcons a couple home runs in that first inning to get the lead after Mohawk loaded the bases with 2 out and got a walk for their run.
Wow, really good base placement on that one. Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, all looking for the first out. Strikeout number 3 for Major. The wind picking up yet again. Mara Haynes, another freshman.
Yeah.
That's high. Both pitchers fighting some moisture right now with the rain gently falling. Nothing serious at the moment. So that one misses high. Haynes, the 9th hitter, swings through that one. Major ready again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down.
Oh, so deceptive on that pitch. Wow. Able to get it through. Not easy.
That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Strikeout victim back, 1 inning ago. And that's in there for a strike for Emily Brickner. Swings through that one. Actually doesn't swing through that one, avoids that one. It's 1-1. Major ready. That's flown to center. Fickus tracking it, makes the catch. 2 down, 3 down. That'll end the top of the inning. 3-1, the score after 1.5.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
Bottom 2 here from the Mid-Ohio Classic, the Red Pool Championship. As Jocelyn Fickus swinging at the first pitch, gets herself a single through the left side hole, and just like the first inning, Lady Falcons are out and running.
Yeah, they sure are, and they're getting some really solid contact, and they know what to do with it.
That'll bring up Allie Morgan, the shortstop for the Lady Falcons. Looking to bunt, pulls back. Wind picking up once again, as you can hear through our headsets. Gets the bunt down, but it goes foul. It's 1-1. Trying to play small ball here to add on.
Yeah, that's very smart. Yeah, those really add up, and yeah, that's definitely a winning strategy.
Wild pitch. So the small ball doesn't need to happen to get the runner to second. Now Morgan can get the runner 60 feet away after the pass ball. 2 balls and a strike to the 8-hitter. She swings, pops it up when carrying it back, but the catch is made for the first out. Wind is really causing havoc.
A factor, and that's very fortunate for Mohawk. Take care of the plays that you could take care of after a few challenges there. And certainly a dangerous runner, Jocelyn, there at second base. So not out of trouble yet.
Aurora Martin, the 9-hitter. The 1-0. In there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Excellent pitch right there. Wow. She's been in so many games. She knows how to stay calm in there in stressful situations.
300 hitter. Takes that one outside. It's 2-1. Off to our right, the consolation game. That's fouled back. Is Danville taking on Strasburg. Strasburg with a 2 RBI double against Addie Bocock.
Oh, wow. You're doing play-by-play for 2 games.
Yeah.
Look at you, Travis. Wow. Yeah, Bocock, right. She is an excellent pitcher for Danville. That is for sure.
A 2-2 pop the left in and to make the catch for the second out. So after the leadoff single and the pass ball, we'll get back to the top of the order. Emily Smith, she had the home run. Back in the first, just hit the top of the fence and bounced over. She swings through that one for strike 1. Had a home run swing on that.
Yeah, just barely missed it there. That's right.
No balls, 1 strike, runner on second here in the bottom of the second. That pitch wildly to the backstop. You see, whoop.
Yeah, that just got away from her receiver, wiping her hands on the side of her pants there. Yeah, it's tough in these conditions, but just have to play through it.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Smith. Swings through the riser. It's 1-2.
I like how Aubrey, despite giving up the home run earlier, did not shy away. She is being very aggressive here.
Smith, a 400 hitter. It's fouled off. It stays 1-2. The 1-2. Fly ball, center field, but not going to get over the fence this time. It's tracked down for the third out. We played 2 here in the Red Bracket Championship. Falcons lead 3-1.
Around here, community isn't something you just say. It's something you show. For 45 years, the Bill Harris family of dealerships has grown alongside you, serving the people who make North Central Ohio so special. Since the beginning, our values haven't changed. Work hard, treat people fair, and always give back. 3 dealerships, 1 family, and a shared belief in doing things the right way. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust since 1981.
Third inning kicking off here from Marshall Park. 3-1 the score is. Mallory Brickner takes strike 1. Gives this a pop up the center. Tracking in, diving, not making the catch is Fickus. The throw into second, and that's a hustle double there for Brickner. And a good start for Mohawk using the wind to their advantage.
Just a great heads-up play like you mentioned by Mallory, and recognizing that she could get 2 out of it. Part of that special junior class for Mohawk that's just been so dominant in the N10. She's been an important part of that.
So that'll bring up Katie Woodland with a chance to get Mohawk back to within a run. Looking to bunt. Takes the strike. And you see Brickner halfway between second and third.
There's nobody better to drive in a runner for Mohawk than Katie Woodland.
The 0-1 in there for strike 2. Both teams at 9-1. Woodland a .559 hitter. She'll take high for ball 1.
Yeah, she has such a good eye, such great plate discipline.
Rain falling a little bit harder here. The 1-2. Grounded foul. So it stays 1-2. I think this is the heaviest of the downpour we're going to have here today. Hoping it's not that long. This is fouled back towards us.
Yeah.
And she'll stay alive.
Even though we're at some distance, yeah, we got to be paying attention just in case. Whoa.
You never know. That we do have a window open right in front of us, and we're far enough back where, yeah, we could see. That one misses for a ball. It's 2-2. Woodland on the season has 3 walks. Known more for her power, though. The pitch, it's lined to left. Base hit around third. And scoring is Brickner. It's 3-2.
My goodness, that's exactly what Katie Woodland does. I mean, when she came onto the scene as a freshman and had those 57 runs batted in, we're like, my goodness, what a player this is. And she just keeps doing it. I mean, fantastic job.
So Mohawk now right back at you, 3-2. First pitch in there for a strike to Aubrey Gottfried. Chance to help herself out. Fouls that off, but she's behind 0-2. Gottfried has 11 RBI. It's second on the team. And a .364 average. She walked and stole a base back in the first. The 0-2. Fouled off will go again. Major back in the circle. The pitch. Low. 1-2. (3-2) here. Top three on the Simonson scoreboard. So that's fouled off to the right. We'll go again. Second two-strike pitch that she's fouled off.
Yeah, she's making a major work here, and that's important, right? Because sometimes you'll get that mistake pitch even from someone as good as the one on the hill right now for Hillsdale.
Major ready again with the 1-2. Popped up, but out of play. Battling. You always say in baseball and softball, the more pitches you could foul off, the more frustrated you make that pitcher.
Exactly. And Aubrey certainly knows that herself, being a pitcher.
Yes,
so.
Absolutely. Major ready again. High fly to right. Tracking back, making the catch. Tagging is Woodland. She'll get the third. It's a sacrifice. One down.
Yeah, excellent play, even though it doesn't leave the yard. Yeah, if you're able to advance Woodland, you know that you're in good shape to possibly get that tying run.
That's all you need to do, especially early on here. Just get that tying run in, reset everything, and get back to action. As Blake Miller up for her second at bat, she walked. Fouls that slap off. It's 0-1. Falcons with 3 runs on 2 home runs. Mohawk, a first inning bases loaded walk. This bunt goes foul. And you see Woodland didn't immediately take off, though. It's one of those safety squeezes. Await the throw to first, then take off. The 0-2. Got her looking. Strike 3, a big strikeout for Major, 2 down.
Absolutely. Ooh, that was filthy.
In the earlier games, first pitch swung on and missed. Here, the Hetzel. It was Maddie Neese on the mound against Danville. It was still a close game. Danville had bases loaded, 1 out. Neese was able to get out of that jam. Also up 3-2. 2 on. She was able to escape that as well. So this Falcon squad, they're 2 ERA, but they're able to work when the pressure is on. The 1-1. Inside corner, strike 2. And you know what? The rain letting up a little bit, and you see the controls coming back.
That's right. Oh, yeah, she works inside so well. That's impressive.
The 1-2. Just a bit low. It's even at 2. Falcons will have their 2-3-4 hitters due up in the bottom of the third. The 2-2. Ground ball to short. Morgan up with it on the first, and the Falcons get out of the inning. Despite back-to-back doubles to lead off the inning to make it 3-2, Major and company strands the tying run at third. We've played 2.5. Hillsdale holds on to the 2-3-2 lead.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business.
Bottom 3. Kiki McFadden behind in the count, 0-2. McFadden popped out to short back in the first inning. That's slipped out of the hand for ball 1. But, hey, you get 4 of those, so it's okay.
Indeed, right? Yeah, it's just these conditions. It's happening a few times. Try to dry off the moisture as best as you can on the side of your pants and deliver another one.
Gottfried ready with the 1-2. Popped her up again. This one making it to the outfield. And it's going to drop. The wind has just been trouble here today. McFadden gets herself a double. It doesn't matter how it happened. It's going to go in for a 2-base hit. And, I mean, that's going – you see it. It's going out towards left. The left fielder's like, I got – nope. The wind's just blowing it right back towards center.
It did. It's exactly right. It completely changed trajectory on her. Oh, yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, because you think you have it, and then it's just gone away. So very fortunate for Kiki.
That'll bring up Jordan Fickus. Looking to get that run right back. That pitch over the catcher. McFadden's going to take third. So she'll reach third on the wild pitch. Both of these teams, just like the two teams off to the field to our right, have high hopes of making it far in Division 6 and 7. Mohawk, Danville, and Strasburg, as that's a high take, but they say Fickus offered. Yeah, you see, looked like she broke the wrists for strike 1. But Danville, Strasburg, and Mohawk all state ranked.
That's right.
In Division 7.
Yes.
With Hillsdale playing here, state ranked in D6. Well, actually, I apologize. Danville this year is actually up to D6. So you have 2 D6 squads taking on 2 D7 squads. Everybody with hopes of getting to Akron and Firestone Stadium. Fickus ahead of the count, 2 balls and a strike. That's right there at the knees, strike 2. Gottfried coming in with 108 strikeouts She has one here today. That one, Fickus holds off this time. The count is full at 3-2.
Yeah, hard to get some of these Hillsdale hitters a swing. Yeah, you got to be right on the money.
Jordan takes ball 4. Snap throw goes to third. But thankfully, back up there as it doesn't sail into left field, and McFadden will stay. But Fickus works the walk, and that'll bring up Kennedy. She was our player's spotlight. Added to her, she's now over 1,000 hitting with the slugging percentage, with that 2-run homer to make it 3-1 at the time, now 3-2. Looking to bunt. Fickus is just going to take a stroll down to second base. In high school, you call that a stolen base. In the majors, you call that catcher's indifference, and it's not a stolen base. But this is high school, and, you give it to them anyway. But that's what you play if you're Nicole Smith. She played college ball. She played at Hillsdale. And anytime you have a chance of stealing a run or stealing a base and putting another in scoring position, that's what you do. That ball bounces, and I think it hit Fickus.
Ooh, wow. It did.
So it hit her in the foot. Kind of a good, hopefully she's okay. But for Mohawk, it saves the run because McFadden was off. And we'll have a powwow at the mound. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. On the Simonson Construction Services scoreboard. We didn't get a lot of chance to talk about Fickus, so here is her stats one more time.
Yeah.
You can change that home run to 4. You can change the RBI to 17, and the runs to 11 now. That slugging percentage now over 1,000. She's batting close to 600. But her, and then on the other side, Aubrey Gottfried, she's got a good chance of taking her team to the Final Four.
Yeah, no question about it. She's done such an outstanding job in 3 seasons.
First pitch high and inside to Julia Moraski. She struck out in the first, the lone strikeout by Gottfried here so far today. The 1-0. A little bit high. Tried to get her the chase again, but she did not, and it's 2-0. Gottfried ready. Bases loaded, no out. The 2-0. Low, ball 3. Infield playing in as well to try and get the force at home. Macy Ritchie on deck. Gottfried calling time. I think a little confused with her catcher. Or no, just needed a towel, new towel to dry off the hand. The rain falling, the light rain falling, but it is falling steadily.
Yeah, especially today.
This is a big pitch as well. 3-0. Can't put her anywhere with the bases loaded. The pitch. High ball 4. It's 4-2. Just missed it high and outside.
Yeah, one thing just watching for visually with Aubrey, she's not just drying her hand. I see her shaking her wrist a little bit. Not sure if there's an issue there.
Bring up Macy Ritchie. Wrist was fine on that one. Nice curveball.
Indeed.
Across the plate.
For strike one. Loosen it up. Yeah, there you go.
Ritchie hitting .267. 1 double. 8 runs batted in is, I don't know what happened there. Take a look at the replay. Oh, and the throw hit the bat, knocked it out of her hand.
Whoops.
I have an umpire. what do you call that? If she goes for the throw and it hits the bat, that's not interference, is it?
No, it's not interference as long as she's not
Intentionally doing it?
not
Okay.
intentional,
Got an umpire up here awaiting his games. That's slap foul for a strike, too, but just that it's not intentional. And that didn't look like it was intentional. She was just swinging. She was just going through that, follow through.
Exactly.
Last pitch.
So it stays 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big first out for Gottfried, her second strikeout of the game.
Definitely needed that pitch. That one worked out well.
And that'll bring up Jocelyn Fickus. She had a single back in the second. Swings through that one for strike 1. And this feels like the top of the first for Major, escaping a bases-loaded jam with 1 out. You got to feel if Mohawk can get out of this 4-2, they're feeling good about themselves, as that's a nice outside curve to get Gottfried ahead. The 0-2, high, ball 1. Falcons were able to get the big hit against Danville earlier on in their win, 11-2. Can they do it again here against Mohawk? The 1-2. Grounded right at short. They're going to get the force at home. Great play by the Warriors to get the second out.
No doubt about it. I love that type of poise there. Some might not know which move to make, and the default is first base. But, Emily's been at this for a while, and, she stepped up and made a great play to home.
So Fick is thrown out at home on the force, and now it's 2 outs for Allie Morgan. She popped out to short back in the second inning. First pitch to her curves inside for ball 1. That's the one bad thing about that pitch for Gottfried. Against lefties, it comes in right at him. It's a little bit harder to get that call. The 1-0, that's outside, 2-0. Aurora Martin, who flew out the left in the second, she's on deck as the 9-hitter. The 2-0. Popped up, and that should get out of play. It does. It's 2-1. Speaking from experience, it's not just hard pitching in the rain, but batting as well. Because you try and stay focused, and you just keep getting pelted with this rain, and it just throws you off enough. Especially, gloves are more of a factor now, but, oh, what a pitch. Just dropped into the strike zone to even the count at 2. Big pitch here for Godfrey to try and keep this at 2 runs. Those bases loaded, no out. The 2-2. Drive to right. Over the head of the right fielder. It's a grand slam!
Oh, my
Allie
God.
Morgan! Salami time!
Wow.
Allie Morgan on a 2-2 pitch. You'll see it right here. Drove it to right and gone. And the Falcons break things open. It's 8-2.
What can you do? That's outstanding job by Allie Morgan right there. And, when you got the bases juiced, it's time to deliver. That was awesome.
And just like that, the Falcons, again, breaking through. Allie Morgan, coming into this, was batting .286, 5 singles and a double. Only 3 runs batted in. She's already surpassed that mark. And her biggest swing of her career.
Allie's
Yeah, mostly known for her defense the first few years. So normally you're down at the bottom of the lineup, but hey, maybe she'll move up a little bit.
Yeah, with a swing like that,
Wow.
yeah, you got to consider it. Oh, my goodness.
8-2 here in the third. This pitch fouled off. And the wind blowing inward, too. 3 home runs despite the wind going the other way. So that misses high. The 2-1. Or the 2-2, I should say, is inside, and the count is full. You know, you talk about you've known the Mohawk softball team very well over the past few years.
Indeed.
I know the Hillsdale team well, and that's just great for Allie Morgan. Great player. Does what she needs to do. Had a big catch 2 years ago in a district semifinal, known for her defense, but for her to have a hit like that, that's great to see for the Falcons.
Certainly could build that confidence, and they're going to be looking for her to do that some more if possible.
The 3-2 is high, ball 4. And it will get us to the 9th hitter of the inning in Emily Smith. Emily started the bottom of the first off with a home run off the top of the fence. She flew out to center again in the second. And you just had to feel, with the way Mohawk's starting to get going on offense, that Hillsdale needed a couple more runs here. 8-2, that's not going to be a final. It may be like the Strasburg game. That's fouled off, in which it was, I think, 12-9 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm with you, Travis. Yeah, I get the sense that, there's going to be plenty of offense left, and we get a little less rain here, and look out.
Yeah, 10-8 was that final earlier on. That curveball just outside. It's 1-2. Drive down the left field line, but foul.
Yeah, they're still getting some good rips on that. Wow.
Rain lightening up again. But at any type of condensate, it's not a baseball where your whole hand can grip it. It's a softball. It's a lot bigger. You don't have as much control. So when you add any type of water to it, that's flown to right center. It's going to drop in. Center fielder overruns it. Around third. Coming in is Aurora Martin. It's 9-2. A double for Emily Smith.
Yeah, just excellent placement here on that hit. And yeah, good base running. Yeah, no doubt about it, just all the way. Oof.
6 runs in the inning for Hillsdale. And that will bring up Kiki McFadden, who doubled to start the inning. That's fouled off the roof above us for strike 1. That's in there as well for strike 2. Good pitch for Gottfried. Just hit that inside corner. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her strike 3. And that will do it for the third. But the Falcons put a 6 spot up and lead 9-2 after 3. Hillsdale up 9-2 after the Allie Morgan grand salami. But Mohawk still, they have 4 innings to try and get back into it. Yeah. Travis Berardi back here with Kirk Richards. And Kirk, Mohawk is a team that battles. They know how to battle. They just have to one hit at a time. That's a short grounder and just in time for out number 1. Score that 4-3, but you know, everybody, the saying goes, there's only one way to eat an elephant. It's one bite at a time.
There you go,
you know?
Right? I haven't tried it, but I imagine that's how it works. Yeah, Warriors got to get to work here. They know that. And yeah, Case was able to try to run that one out, but got thrown out there. So, yeah.
Popped up, and that will go foul for strike 1. Katie Schock. Swings through that one. It's 0-2. On the season, Schock. Only 3 plate appearances, 3 at-bats. Takes strike 3 there for the first out. Again, that movement just on that outside corner. Catches it for out number 2. Now to the 9-hitter, Mara Haynes.
They could really use something from the freshman here.
375 average. That's strike 1. But if you can have two players and get you a single, you usually get that number 1, number 9 hitter. They always call the 9 hitter the second leadoff. Because just mostly the way a lineup goes through is you'll get that 9 hitter leading off at least once or twice in a game. So you can set it up. That's not your worst hitter. It can be your second best singles hitter to get you that start, because you get your 9 hitter on, then your leadoff and another hit there, then you really set things up for your power. Pitch outside for a ball. It's 3-1.
It's a great way to sell it to the players and understand that, hey, you've got an important role here.
That's taken for ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and they get back to the top of the order. And Emily Brickner, strike out, fly out to center in her 2 at-bats. Nine 9-2 Falcons lead. That's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, nice deceptive pitch there.
Can't throw the baseball like that, but softball, somehow you can rise it up. I have no idea how that happens. So that's caught inside corner for strike 2. Snap through the first, not in time. The 0-2. Caught the outside corner, strike 3. Wow. And that'll do it for the top of the 4th. 3.5 in the books. We're midway through this one. Hillsdale leads it 9-2.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
Bottom 4 here from the Mid-Ohio Spring Classic. As Jordan Fickus leads things off. Grounds that foul. It's 0-1. 6 runs in the third for the Falcons. Gave them a 9-2 lead. Fickus, a double and a walk so far today. 7 hits total for the Lady Falcons.
There's John. He's up here. He's on the riverside looking. Yep. Oh, you getting
Pitch to Fickus, fouled off.
Headed back to the other field there.
Coach Fickus over to Nicole Smith, the head coach, in her second season.
what's up now?
I think we may have a bit of a injury for Jordan Fickus here.
Oh, is that what's happened? Yeah,
I don't know if
there's
she's-
some stoppage there.
Made a tweet something here? Or hopefully it's just a equipment issue.
Oh, yeah, I could see through the fence. Okay, yeah. They do seem to be working with her, yeah.
So right now it's bottom of the fourth, 9-2 Hillsdale leading.
Oh, no. It appears she's being walked off, but I don't know if...
I think she might have, something with the shoulder.
yeah, it does
So they're
appear that her
gonna-
right hand is holding that shoulder, yeah. The left shoulder. Oof.
So while we figured get a substitution out there, I think we're going to get one now. So we'll keep it here.
Gotcha, yeah.
Want to say hello to everybody watching. A lot of you watching on Facebook and YouTube today. And we're ready to go. And that'll complete the strikeout for the first out. And it'll bring up Kennedy Fickus. Hit by a pitch and a home run for her today.
Yeah, she is dangerous.
That first pitch misses for ball one.
Yeah, Mohawks just got to hang in there. Yeah, if they can keep the base runners off this inning, then see if they can get their bats cracking. But, right, they really cannot afford to give up any more runs at this point.
Gottfried ready. The 1-0. Grounded foul. We're even at 1. (9-2) here. This is the Red Pool Championship. Hillsdale knocking off Matthews 10-0 yesterday, and then Danville this morning, I should say. That swung on and missed for strike 2 on the changeup. 11-2 was the score there. For Mohawk, they took out Ontario yesterday, and then defeated Strasburg this morning 10-8 to get to this point. So for both teams, state-ranked victories this morning. That's outside, evens the count at 2. Strasburg tied for the number 1 spot in Division 7. Mohawk sitting 4th, I believe. Hillsdale sitting number 9 in Division 6. Danville was 6. That's line to left. It's going to be a base hit. Kennedy Fickus, 2 for 2.
Yeah, we see there just such a versatile hitter. We know she can hit for power, as she showed earlier in this one. And right there, just excellent placement to left. And there she is, right back on base.
And that'll bring up Julia Morawski. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She does have an RBI walk. That started the scoring in the 3rd before the grand slam from Allie Morgan. It's fouled off. Stay tuned. We will have, hopefully, if they keep it on this field, the Loudonville Fairfield Union. Game. That pitch high. We're even at 1. That pitch is high. Count is actually, it's 3-1, so hitters count here. This is where you know, you don't want to lose her, so you look right dead red. Unless you have somebody like Gottfried who can just catch that inside corner and fill the count up at 3-2.
Yeah, needed a strike there and was able to come up with it, absolutely.
The payoff pitch popped up. Will it stay in play? It will not. It's foul. Just foul, and it stays in 3-2.
Yeah, no chance to get to that one right.
Another payoff, another foul ball. Three in the first, 6 in the third for Hillsdale. 1 in the first, 1 in the third for Mohawk. 8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming right here. Fouled back, we're going to go to 9. We talked earlier about frustrating pitchers by fouling off pitches. That's the 3rd foul off with a 2-strike count.
Just hard to put them away. I mean, we're seeing it consistently with the Falcons. Yeah, they're going to fight them off and drive up that pitch count. Yeah, it is frustrating.
Another 3-2. High ball 4. What an at-bat. On the 9th pitch, works her 2nd consecutive walk. That'll bring up Macy Ritchie. In on the hands, ground ball off the glove of the second baseman. Around third is Fickus. She'll score. It's 10-2 off the error at second. Was thinking about the double play before it fully got into her glove.
Yeah, that appears what it was. Yeah, you gotta make the playable plays, as they say, and yeah, that was a missed opportunity, and obviously, yeah, Fickus is able to run in for that 10th run.
Jocelyn Fickus fouls this back for strike 1. And now, if you're Mohawk, you got to shut things down here. If the Falcons get 2 more runs, they're 3 outs away from a 5-inning victory and 3-0 at the Mid-Ohio.
Exactly.
That pitch high over the catcher's head to the backstop, and runners will move up 60 feet. The rain let up again, but still causing some problems for both pitchers. 10-2 Hillsdale on the Simonson Construction Services scoreboard. The 1-1. This is flown the right, but it will go foul. It's 1-2. I did see Hillsdale do this to another D7 squad last year. Nearly put up 20 against Monroeville. At Monroeville on a Saturday morning. What does Monroeville do, though? They make it to the state championship game. So
exactly.
This is driven to center. Back is the center fielder. Makes a leaping catch at the fence to save the home run. It's going to be a sac fly. A run scores. But that was a nifty catch in deep center to prevent the homer.
Yeah, that's not an automatic catch, so well done out there at center. But, yes, this was the problem that the Warriors knew they were going to face if they got base runners on. So yet another run scored despite an excellent defensive play right there.
11-2, and the slugger, Allie Morgan, up. Hit the grand slam 1 inning ago. She'll take strike one. The big run sits at third for the Falcons. The 0-1. Change up. Caught the outside corner for strike two. That was another phenomenal pitch from Gottfried.
Yeah, she has good stuff, that is for sure.
Morgan ready. Fouls that back. Fights it off. It's 0-2 again. A leadoff strikeout after the injury to Jordan Fickus. Single, walk, error, sac fly. 2 runs in. This pitch flown. Little pop-up. And short will make the catch and will assure us of playing a full 5 at least.
Right.
Hillsdale adds 2 more. They lead 11-2 after 4.
Around here, community isn't something you just say. It's something you show. For 45 years, the Bill Harris family of dealerships has grown alongside you, serving the people who make North Central Ohio so special. Since the beginning, our values haven't changed. Work hard, treat people fair, and always give back. 3 dealerships, 1 family, and a shared belief in doing things the right way. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust since 1981. Around here, community isn't something you just...
11-2 the score, top 5. Bill Harris, thank you. But we've already seen your commercial once here in this break, so we'll show you again later on. Bill Harris, our MVP sponsor. At the moment, looking like it'll be a Lady Falcon that will be MVP.
Yeah, they're looking really strong. As you noted, you got to keep playing the game. So, yeah, Mohawk will give it an effort here. We'll see, right? It's not impossible, but, yeah, this is a big hole. So they got to get something cooking immediately.
Well, they have their 2, 3, 4 hitters due up against the flamethrower, Macy Major. First pitch, driven to left center. That's a good start for the Warriors. That's going to be a stand-up double for Mallory Brickner. First pitch swinging.
Excellent contact there for Brickner. Yes, that is exactly what they need. Get base runners and do it with the bat. Very confident there.
Her second double of the day. She's 2 for 3. Now it'll bring up Katie Woodland, 2 for 2 with a single and a double. First pitch to her, fouled off to the right. It's 0-1. That one misses. We're even at 1. Deep fly, but that's going to go foul. It'll be 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the 3-hitter from Mohawk. Has not gotten out yet today. 0-2. Driven to left, and she'll remain perfect. Runner around third, and it's late. It's 11-3.
Well, there you go again. Another run batted in for Katie Woodland. Wow, she just has such excellent placement.
3 for 3 on the day.
And full confidence there for Mallory, not messing around and getting in for that score. So, yeah, this gives some life to the Warriors. We'll see if they can keep this thing going.
Now bring up Aubrey Gottfried. 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch high, it's ball 1. Skies are lightening up a bit as that's driven to left, and it is over the head of the left fielder. Woodland trying for third. She'll get in there. It's a double. She's going to try and score now. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Wow. It's 11-4.
I believe that was just fully her decision. What guts there by Katie to just go the distance, and she had to get that slide. And without that, she probably would have been out, but nice job. So, yes, the Warriors, this could be their inning.
11-4. Still some time to work, but they've got something going here with nobody out in the 5th. Miller now up, looking to bunt, pops it up. The little wicket hop to throw the first. Not in time. Throw to third. She's safe, so an infield single. It's just the backspin on that bunt. Here's the replay. Just watch the backspin here, Kirk. Just bounced away from Major and allowed just enough time for her to reach.
Yeah, it could be that close in this game. So close and raw. That's why you got to run them out hard. That's what she did. Whew. Yeah, this is an excellent opportunity as Mohawk is getting back into this game.
Still nobody out. Runners on the corners. For Hetzel. Walked. Home run in the first. Right up the middle. She'll bring home a run with a hit in this 5th inning. $11-5.
Yeah, we got to take a look at this, and yeah, just a nice rip.
Just past Major.
And, of course, Aubrey's able to score right there. So, yeah, it's looking better for the Warriors.
And we're going to have a pitching change. Kennedy Fickus will come in relief of Major. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the new pitcher for the Falcons. Kennedy Fickus will take over in the circle for the Lady Falcons on the season. Is 2.63 ERA, 23 strikeouts, 6 walks, only 8 earned runs, 9 runs given up, 16 hits. She's 4-1 in 21 and a third innings pitched. Part of that pitching staff from Hillsdale with a 2 ERA. It will go up here today. There's a bunt down the first. Quick throw, and that's a big first out for the Falcons as runners will advance. Ball gets away. Oh, we got a pickle, and she gets back.
How she got
What's
back.
going on?
There was some real confusion out there. Somehow she got back to that base. Wow.
Here's the most of the play. Good play down at third. That scored 5-4, and then, whoops. I think they're talking about the collision at third. No, they're just getting a substitution. Never mind. Anyway, it is a sacrifice. Sacrifice 5-4. It is the first out, and runs 6 and 7, hopefully, for Mohawk. Now, I do have a question to our umpire. Show you the replay of this. If I can get it. Here's the play. I want you to watch the collision here at third. I think that's what Mohawk's talking. Is that enough to get a interference?
I think it looks like both people are, one's going for the base, one's going for the play. They both have the right to do so, and there's no.
Appreciate it. Yeah, not enough. It was just incidental.
No.
So there we go. And that is what the call on the field. Nobody really arguing about it, so everybody I think is in agreement. Shock up, 2 strikeouts looking to bunt again. She'll bunt it down. Fickus throws home. Now down to third. Everybody's safe. Nobody, I believe, was on first covering, so that's a smart play by Fickus to just hold it. And now the rally continues for Mohawk as Haynes, the 9-hitter, now up. Force at any base is open for Hillsdale. This is the inning Mohawk that we were expecting from them. That pitch is low for ball 1. 11-5 the score. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. The 1-0. Grounded to left, base hit. 1 run's going to score, and they'll keep it right there. Quick throw back in, but it's 11-6. And we're back to the top of the order.
But this is why Mohawk has been such a strong softball team, especially over the past 2 seasons. They've got that championship experience. Yes, this is coming from a freshman in that particular case, but with Mara. But wow, I mean, they're never out of it.
7th hit of the inning. That's fouled off the plate. And then off of Brickner for strike 1. 1 out, bases loaded, 11-6 the score. 4 runs on 7 hits in this inning alone for Mohawk. The 0-1 from Fickus. It's low. We're even at 1. For Mohawk, just singles on the death. Keep doing that. If you're Hillsdale, take the out where you can. Don't force anything. Just even if you give up a run, get the out for the second out. That pitch inside, it's 2-1.
Definitely a sound strategy, especially with the cushion that they still enjoy. They just got to try to keep these hits in the infield from a defensive standpoint.
Mohawk doesn't have to run themselves into an out either. Just keep station to station, as they say. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Got her on the movement. It's 2-2.
Yeah, great pitch right there by Kennedy. Yeah, hard to lay off of that one.
Fickus ready with the 2-2. Grounded foul, just made enough contact. We'll go again. Falcons with a 6 spot in the third. 2 more runs in the bottom of the fourth. Another 2-2. Fouled back. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Big at-bat here for the Warriors.
Yeah, definitely not time to be satisfied if you're Mohawk. That is for sure.
Another 2-2 from Fickus. Little blooper in the left field base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. She'll stop, and it's 11-7. Just the blooper past Allie Morgan's glove.
Yeah, again, just the placement of these hits that they've been able to come up with this inning.
And it'll bring up Mallory Brickner, who started this inning off with a double. She represents the tying run here in the 5th. Grounds this to short. Morgan over the first. Run scores. The throw to third. Not in time. Ooh.
Yeah, close.
2 down. Run scores. It's 11-8, but here's the whole play. Oh, if her leg wasn't on the base, she's out, but it's a tough look for the umpire because it was so quick. I had this slowed all the way down.
Yeah, good call there.
And Coach Smith is out to ask. It is the second out. It's an RBI ground out.
Yeah, give up the run, but like you said, Travis, yeah, you've got to get that force out. So,
this is driven. Center field, off the base of the fence. It's 11-10.
my goodness. The fifth
Woodland, 4 for 4.
Yeah, she is impressive. Oh, my goodness. And his team, yeah, the guts just continuing to fight back. So, yeah, they're right back in it.
8 runs here in the 5th. And now Gottfried with a runner on second. Swings through that for strike 1. Woodland on second, representing the tying run now. This was 11-2. Swings through that one. It's 0-2. We'll keep it here in between innings for the 5th inning stretch. Fickus ready. The 0-2 outside. It's 1-2. That's fouled off. And we stay at 1-2. Woodland, her second hit of the inning, her third RBI of the inning, sits as the tying run at second. Fickus with the 1-2. Lined down the first base line, but foul. Miller, who singled earlier in this inning, is on deck. The 1-2. Held off again, 2-2. That was the two pitches that she swung at earlier. But smart play by the Mohawk pitcher that time, the hold off. Fickus ready. Once again, the 2-2 pitch. Bounces in there. Throw down to third, not in time. Good read.
Yeah, it certainly was. And at some point, you just got to make him pitch to you. Yeah, don't bail him out. And good eye there from Aubrey, and right, taking the opportunity to get the base runner to third base.
So now a wild pitch could tie this up. Fickus ready with the 3-2. The pitch. Swing, and it's down to third. Off to first. Got it to end the inning. Just beating the runner. And the Falcons will hold on to an 11-10 lead as we played 4.5, and that brings us to the 5th inning stretch. Brought to you by Truly Inspired Paper Co. Eight runs, 9 hits. No errors, 1 left on there in that top of the 5th. Here is the line score. 1-1-8. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Mohawk. Hillsdale 3 in the first, 6 in the third, 2 in the fourth. 11 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Everybody, we've seen it all. We've seen a grand slam. We've seen 2 more home runs. We've seen a 4-for-4 with 2 doubles and 4 RBI right now. I mean, 2 state-ranked squads with 2 good offenses doing exactly just that.
Getting it done. Wow, again, when you show the numbers on the screen like you are right there, and what a story that tells, especially that 5th inning for the Mohawk Warriors. My goodness.
Yeah. 4-for-4 is Woodland, trying to bring her team back. Truly Inspired Paper Company, our pre-game, 5th inning stretch, and post-game sponsor. Got ourselves a ball game again, folks, here for the Red Bracket Championship. Both teams 2-0. As Aurora Martin, the 9-hitter, takes strike 1. Talked with Nicole Smith before the tournament yesterday. She said if we win 2 games here in our 3 attempts, I'd be very happy. So technically, they'd be playing with house money right now. Little fisted off the second baseman, but bounces past her. That's going to be a single. That was a tough bounce there at second, and it's going to be a leadoff hit for the Falcons as they try to get back on the board and extend their lead once again. That was one of those in-between hops. The second baseman, do I backhand it? Do I field it? And it just ricocheted away. You'll get that bounce sometimes on this turf. Back to the top of the order, and Emily Smith. She's 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. She'll drive that right at third. Double play ball. Just got the runner at second for the first out. We'll slow it down for you. She beat it out there, I think. The throw. The throw beat her, I think. It's a fielder's choice, 1 down.
Yeah, that's a good throw because there's a little hesitation right there, but she's able to get it out there on time.
Brings up Kiki McFadden. Takes that inside for ball 1. McFadden, 1 for 3. A double and a run scored in that 3rd inning, a strikeout and a pop-out. That pitch is high for ball 2. Jordan Fickus left the game in the 4th with an apparent shoulder injury. Her replacement is on deck. The 3-0. Inside corner, strike one.
Yeah, that's what we talk about, making them pitch to you. That's how the Falcons play this thing.
Gottfried's 3-1. In there for strike two. Anything close now for McFadden. Gottfried trying to put up a shutdown inning after the 8-run outburst in the top. That one a little bit too far inside, though. It is ball four. It's first and second with one out. Six pitches. McFadden took them all.
Yeah. Certainly worked out for her right there.
And now, to the bat, Izzy Simmons. Izzy Simmons. She'll get a full at bat this time. Takes ball one. Izzy inherited a 1-2 count. Swung at strike three when Fickus went out hurt. This is her full attempt now. She offered there. It's 1-1. Izzy yet to get a plate appearance. She's usually a sack runner, but she lays down the bunt there and will move the runners up. Close bang play. So second and third now with two out. That's fouled off for strike one. Two big runners in scoring position for the Falcons. One and one the count to Kennedy Fickus, who's now in the circle. That one's low. 2-1 the count. She's she's 2 for 2, I should say. Single home run. She was hit by a pitch. The 2-1. Swung at that right at short. Throw on the first, and that'll do it for the inning. So Mohawk does put up the shutdown inning. And they only trail by one as we head to the sixth.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
First pitch of the sixth to Blake Miller, taken for a strike. Kennedy Fickus in relief. 1 inning of service so far. She's given up 2 runs, 3 hits, but she's ahead of the count. 0-2. Hillsdale leading 11-10 after an 8-run 5th inning for the Warriors. Fickus is ready. Outside. That'll even the count at 2-2. Miller, 1 for 2. Single, a walk, run scored, and a strikeout. The 2-2. Fouled back. Stays alive. Just a reminder, after this game, we will have our final game as the rain has stopped, and we'll get it in between Loudonville and Fairfield Union.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that one as well, Travis.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss into the dirt. That's a strikeout, 2-3, 1 down. And for Fickus, that's a big first out.
Yeah, it really is. Miller wanted to get on any way that she could, but just couldn't make it that time.
First pitch fouled off by Hetzel. 1 for 2 as well. Single, 2 RBI, and a run scored for her. She'll step out, take a break. Knock on wood, but we'll say after this pitch is high for ball 1. It's 1-1, but this would be the first time in OH Report history that we get every game scheduled in for the Mid-Ohio Classic. Wow. I heard Anthony Wayne left and will not play their last game. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. But we had 4 scheduled games. We're going to look like we're going to get our 4 games on the OH Report.
That's amazing. I love it.
The 1-2 from Fickus. Oh, she held off. It's 2-2. That pitch that she has, it just looks like it's going to stay in the zone, then just cuts out at the last second. She's gotten some swings and misses, but also some hard takes. That one inside corner, strike 3, 2 down.
Well, Kennedy Fickus, she is dealing now. Ooh-wee.
That'll bring up Stayer. 0 for 2. She also has a sacrifice bunt that helped move things around last inning.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, that was big.
First pitch outside for ball 1. Fickus has pitched in big games before. She pitched in the district championship game 2 years ago. This is pop foul for strike 1. Oof.
Oh, yeah, look out.
Almost knocked a couple kids playing basketball over there, but they did not even notice. They're just walking around. Oy. That'll even the count at 1. For Hillsdale, they'd love to get this out here. That would set up the 8-9 hitters to lead off the top of the 7th. Fickus ready. Ground ball right back to her. She gets a 1-2-3 inning. So a bounce back after giving up 8 in the 5th. Put up a 0 in the 6th. We go bottom 6. Falcons still lead by 1.
Around here, community isn't something you just say. It's something you show. For 45 years, the Bill Harris family of dealerships has grown alongside you, serving the people who make North Central Ohio so special. Since the beginning, our values haven't changed. Work hard, treat people fair, and always give back. 3 dealerships, 1 family, and a shared belief in doing things the right way. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust since 1981.
Five, six, 7 hitters due up here for the Lady Falcons, looking to add on some insurance in the bottom of the 6th. Travis Berardi, Kirk Richards back here. The Mid-Ohio Spring Classic, the Red Pool Championship game, and that's driven into left center. A base hit, possibly 2. She's going to try for it. She slides, and she's in there with a double. Morowski with her first hit. On base, though, 3 times today, and it's exactly what the Falcons need. A leadoff double.
Yeah, she really socked that one. And this, yeah, she was very close to being caught, but good slide, good aggressive play.
So this will bring up Ritchie. Reached on an error in the 4th. She'll foul that off. We'll have Loudonville Fairfield Union after this game. That pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-2. That one just misses. We're even at 2. Jocelyn Fickus on deck. 1 for 2. 2-2 from Gottfried. Outside, we're full. Gottfried ready again. Inside corner, strike 3, looking 1 down. Very consistent strike zone by the home plate umpires. I'd say the umpires throughout this weekend. So I have John Davis right over my shoulder, but no, they've called a very solid spring classic here. And John just told me we'll be lucky enough we're going to have a 3-umpire crew for our final game. Now, if they really screw up, it's going to be on them. With 3 of them, that's taken for a ball. It's 2-0. But, yeah, this is –
We've had good umpiring because I've been up here.
John's saying he had really good umpiring because he's been up here. Hey, at least you haven't had to kick any fans out from behind the plate.
Well, that's deja.
The 2-0
Oh, right.
popped up. That's going to get out of play. It's 2-1.
Yeah, just trying to limit the damage here. They can get out of another inning without giving up any more runs. That'd be good for Mohawk.
The 2-1 bounces in there. It's 3-1. Allie Morgan on deck. Godfrey gets the sign. Her 3-1. Catches the outside corner and another 3-2 count upcoming.
That was sweet.
Gottfried ready. The payoff. High, just missed. It's first and second. I think it just missed outside. I think it did drop into the zone, but a little bit too far out. Now I'll bring up Morgan with 2 on.
Yeah, we know what Allie Morgan can do, so
That pitch is outside for ball 1. The power hitter.
yeah, and they'd love to add on here. Yeah, they know that this 1-run lead is not necessarily safe, so take advantage of opportunities if you got them.
That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Fly ball left field. It's going to drop in. They're going to send the runner. Morgan's got her 5th RBI of the day. And the Lady Falcons do get that insurance.
No doubt. Just outstanding here from Morgan Wright. What a game she has had. And gets good contact, excellent placement there, and there was just not going to be any play at the plate. Easy run scored on that RBI.
12-10. This will bring up Aurora Martin. That pitch high for a ball. That's fouled back. We're even. Like I mentioned in the 6th inning, Mohawk will have their 8-9-1 hitters due up against Kennedy Fickus. Here's the pitch to Martin. Outside. Ready with the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Smith on deck, top of the order. Swings a short, soft ground ball to short. 2 down, runners do move. 60 feet. Set up 2nd and 3rd now for the leadoff hitter. Smith, 2 for 4. Home run, double, 2 RBI, runs scored. A single would go a long way, though, for the Falcons here. That's on the inside corner for strike 1. We will have our final game coming up here in a bit. That's fouled off. It's 0-2. Gottfried trying to keep this a 2-run game as they head to their possible final at bat of this game. The 0-2. High ball 1. It was a good pitch. We've seen some Falcons chase after that here today. Just not that time. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. She gets the strikeout and limits the damage to only 1 run. 1 run, 2 hits. 2 left on. We head to the 7th. Falcons leading by 2, looking for the Red Bracket Championship. To the 7th Red Bracket Championship. Hillsdale 12, Mohawk 10. Mohawk needs 2 to force a bottom of the 7th or 3 to force the Falcons into scoring to take the lead. Travis Berardi back here with Kirk Richards. Schock, Haynes, and then Brickner due up here against Kennedy Fickus. Her first pitch grounded to second, scooped, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, again, they don't let you get away with those, so they're 2 outs away. Here are the Falcons, and puts on a little more pressure for the Warriors, and obviously the freshman Mara Haynes. See if she has something again.
That pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Outside, it's 1-1.
Just got to get on base any way that you can.
Yeah, got to bring that tying run to the plate. Fickus ready. The rain's starting to fall once again. That's swung on a missed strike, too. Fickus came in relief of Macy Major. Gets the swing and the miss. Throw down the first, 2 out.
Wow.
She's retired 6 in a row since the Woodland double to score 2, make it an 11-10 game. The pitch, ground ball the second, up with it on the first. Hillsdale has won the Mid-Ohio Spring Classic Red Bracket Championship. They hold on to knock off Mohawk 12-10. We'll take a break, be back with our MVP interview after this.
Searching for stationery that feels personal? Make it truly inspired. From custom wedding invitations and greeting cards to business stationery and gifts, every design from Truly Inspired Paper Company is handcrafted in Ohio. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, saying thanks, or sharing everyday joy, we make it easy to create something beautiful and memorable. Visit trulyinspiredpaperco.com and make every message truly inspired.
Ashland isn't just where we work, it's our home. From glorious country to Main Street parades, we're proud to be part of what makes this town special. At Bill Harris Dealerships, being a key member of the community is one of our core values. But it's more than that. It's a responsibility. Because without Ashland, without you, we wouldn't be here. So stay golden, Ashland. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Time now for our Bill Harris MVP, the slugger from the Hillsdale Falcons. Her name's Allie Morgan. I've seen her defense. She's in the lineup the first couple years because of her defense, but now she hit a grand slam. 5 RBI, a run scored. She was 2 for 4, and that last RBI was big because it gave the Falcons an extra run as they knock off Mohawk 12-10. Allie Morgan, congratulations.
Thank
her
you.
first ever home run.
Yes.
You saw it on the OH report. Take me through that at bat because you're still in shock even with it.
Yeah, honestly, I just approached it as any other at bat. I mean, as soon as I hit it, I genuinely thought it was a fly out. I've never felt that feeling before, so it was awesome.
Yeah, and it helped a big lead for you guys. But Mohawk is Mohawk for a reason. They're a team that might make it to the Final Four in Division 7. They came back and put up 8 runs, cut it to 11-10.
Yeah.
But you guys were able to just shut it down from there. What were you guys able to do to finish out the inning with the lead and then just go from there and shut them down?
Right. I mean, I think we knew they were a great hitting team. I mean, Macy came in strong, but again, they're a great hitting team, so they're going to adjust. Kennedy came in, and she did her job. I think we just tried to stay as composed as possible, but kudos to that pitcher because she also stayed very composed that whole game, and she had to do that by herself. So, but yeah, they're a great team.
You guys knocked off 2 state-ranked teams in this tournament. You blanked Matthews. You knocked off the number 6 team in Division 6 in Danville earlier today, and then I believe the number 4 team in Division 7 here. What does that do for your guys' confidence moving forward?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, we have not done very well with the Mid-Ohio Classic in the past, so we just knew coming into these games we wanted to go at least 2-3, get at least 2 wins, and knocking off Danville like that, I mean, that was great for us. Last time we played them here, it wasn't that great of a game, so I'm glad that we got to do it.
All right, lastly, as always, Miss Morgan,
Yes.
the first maybe many times this year on the OH Report, but if you want to look into the camera and give some shout-outs, go for it.
First of all, obviously I want to shout out my whole team, pitchers, everybody, especially Jordan because currently she's in the ER right now, making sure she's all right, but I also want to shout out my family and my grandpa as well.
All right, there you have it. Today's MVP, the slugger from the Lady Falcons, Allie Morgan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Quick post-game show as they want to start the next game. So Loudonville fans, you're going to have to wait a minute for me to set up the final game for us, but we'll get underway there real quick as we take a look at the line score as Hillsdale comes out with the victory 12-10 despite an 8-run 5th inning from Mohawk. Hillsdale, next up for them, they'll take on Chippewa on Tuesday back to WCL play. For Mohawk, they'll take on Cary. But that will do it here from Game 1. You see Game 2 about to start, so we're going to get shut down, put right back on, and we'll be right back for Game number 2 right here from the Mid-Ohio Spring Classic.